Is Donnie Lowy from Closeoutexplosion.com. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today I'd like to discuss with you something that I reminded myself recently of, and I believe it's one of the best strategies in the wholesale and the closeout business, especially if you want to get an amazing deal so you can maximize your profit potential, and that is to buy off-season merchandise. Now, everyone, including myself, is initially reluctant to follow this idea because when you buy off-season merchandise, what you're essentially doing is you're buying merchandise that does not sell or is not sellable during the season that you're in. So, for instance, you're not going to, be able to sell heavy winter jackets during the height of the summer, and you're not going to be able to sell, a bikini during winter unless the woman is traveling, to a resort or she's going to be swimming in an indoor pool. But I think you get the idea. Now, so why do people like myself, why am I happy that I was reminded of the following, and why is it good for other wholesalers and retailers to take advantage as well of this strategy? Because if an item cannot be sold during that season, or it is very difficult to sell an item during that season, whoever has that merchandise is going to be that much more inclined to give a prospective buyer a much, much better deal because they might not want to wait, 3 months, 6 months, even a full year to sell the merchandise. Now, realistically, you usually don't have to ever wait a full year because people buy during the season, people buy ahead of the season, and if something is a really good deal, they might even buy it off-season, just like you would consider buying it. So I'm going to give you an example, okay? And, this is what reminded me. And, it happens to be the merchandise that I have now, and that's how I remembered about the strategy. So right now you can see I have many, many beautiful sweaters. I have pullovers. I have vests. They're women's sweaters by Style & Company, Charter Club, a few different brands, Karen Scott. They're really, really beautiful items, right? And you could see I'm going to have boxes and boxes of these sweaters. And I got an amazing, amazing deal. So I was thinking to myself, first, I was like, why did I buy all these sweaters? Then, of course, I realized why, because I got an amazing, amazing deal on the sweaters. And why is that a good deal? Why did I get such a good deal? Because the department store realizes that it's overstock, and they're going to have to hold it until the next winter, and they won't have fresh goods during the next winter. So what do? I went ahead and got it at a really good deal. Now, I could recommend that the retailers that buy from me should pursue the same strategy and also look to buy, whether it's these sweaters for me or sweaters from someone else or any merchandise from someone else during the off season. The challenge is you will have to pay to have it stored somewhere, or you can store it yourself in the space you have available. If you do have extra space available, then it's a perfect situation. If you have to pay to store it, then just factor in the cost of storing the merchandise. But on the upside is, let's say this sweater over here by Style & Company, it retails for $49.50. So it's a brand new sweater. When it comes time to winter and it's really, really cold outside, or it's a very, cool evening night, your customers, if it's a $49.50, sweater, they might be happy to pay for it $15, $20, $30, or maybe if they really need it and it's an impulse buy, they might even pay the full retail price. And now, let's say, for instance, I'm selling these sweaters now about $5 each. So if you come to my warehouse, you order online, you buy these sweaters for $5, you store them somewhere. Now we're ready over here. We are now at the end of July. So the truth is, already September, people are going to start buying sweaters. It's going to start getting a little cooler towards the end of September. People need them for the fall season. Or if you're, in other climate where you're in the southern hemisphere, so your season is opposite, so you actually might need them now. The point is, if someone buys them from me for $5 and they store them for a month or two, and then they sell them for $20, $30, that's a pretty good markup. But the only way to get that amazing markup is to buy the merchandise during the off season.